What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mack. As if you didn't already know, you just watched my intro. You just watched me cover a whole bunch of news items. And now I'm here with the relationship goals expert himself. It's St Germaine in the building. What's going on? Well, you're not in the building. You in a building, but you're not in the building. What's going on?
Not much, not much. How's it going? Thanks for
I'm
having
great, man. I'm excited to be talking to you. I'm excited for you to be here, and I'm excited for my audience to get to know you with these 5 questions that we got on deck. So, you ready?
me. All right, I'm ready. I appreciate it. I'm ready.
So, question one, tell us about your artistry. I have a lot of people on that rap, that sing, that do multiple, like entrepreneurs. Tell the people who you are and what you about.
So I am, as you mentioned, St. Germaine, singer, songwriter, rapper. I've been writing music and recording music since I was 12. Actually started in middle school through a program called Media Masters. Absolutely
Mm,
love music. In addition to being an artist, I'm a fan and supporter of other artists. I'm also a student. I think it's evident when listening to me, especially listening to music that I'm gonna continue to release. How I pay homage to people, and I'm just a student of music. So yeah, R&B, hip hop, pop, combination of different things. That's Saint Germain.
So I know that every time I have an artist on, undoubtedly we end up talking about who they're influenced by. But I'm gonna switch up the way that I ask you a little bit. So if
Okay.
you could bring three of your major musical influences into the studio for a session, who would they be? Because I know you
That
got more than three, but you got to narrow it down to the top three.
okay. That's hard. That's really hard.
I know my questions be hard.
I know my number one would definitely be Brandy. Like whether it's us writing together, doing something together. Heck, she could vocal produce one of my records, and I would be satisfied even if she didn't hop on it. Just to be in the presence of Brandy and to work with Brandy, I love her.
The
So
vocal
that's number
Bible,
one.
as many would say.
Vocal Bible for sure, for sure. I would also say Chris Brown. I think Chris
Hmm.
Brown is absolutely amazing. And third, my friend PJ. PJ is an amazing singer songwriter, and if you haven't heard PJ, go listen to PJ. Um, I think the way she approaches songs is amazing. Her melodies are amazing. Like I'd love to get in the studio with her as well. Surprised we haven't, but I would love to actually work with PJ too.
That's dope. Shout out to your friends. I love that, man. I love
Mhm.
that. I'm absolutely all about that. PJ, what's her social media? Do you know it off the
She
top of your
is,
head?
yeah, just Peej. So JESTPEEJ. Um, yep.
Dope. I got another interview coming, it sound like. So you talked about Brandy and Chris Brown though. And this is gonna take us into question two, because
Okay.
they are both artists who they have a lot of hyphens in their title, singer, songer, singer, songwriter, not
Yep.
songer, singer, songwriter, dancer, actor, actress, parent. They do it all. So,
hmm
do you feel like it's important for you to have multiple hyphens or wear multiple hats as an artist?
Um, I feel like to each its own. For me, I definitely want to wear multiple hats. I've always wanted to do like theater and acting, so eventually maybe that. Like I've always wanted to be
Hmm.
in the Wiz. Uh,
Who would you play?
you know, I don't know. I love like the Scarecrow song, like "You Can Win," but I don't know if I would have
You
played the
can't
Scarecrow.
win.
Yes, but yeah, I don't know. Probably either the Scarecrow or the Tin Man. Um, So yeah, somebody actually said the lion because I have locks, I
Because of
think.
your hair, but I didn't want to stereotype you.
Yeah, no, thank you. So yeah, I do. I think it's important for people to not limit themselves or put themselves in boxes. So for me, singer, songwriter, rap from time to time. I would love to once again eventually get into acting. I'm all about multiple streams of income and actually building a brand. So yeah.
So with this brand, what do you feel like, or building this brand, what's been the biggest obstacle that you've encountered so far? This question 3, you rolling.
Oh, see, I felt like see that's hey, it didn't even feel like it. Probably being independent and having to I already wear multiple hats, so I'm having to think about different promo things, different social media posts, and also venues that I can perform at, where I want to put my music at, who to interview with, all of these different things.
And you
I
made the right
absolutely
choice on
don't
this
mind
interview. I
it.
just want you to know that.
Huh?
I said you made the right choice on this interview. I just want you to know that.
I agree. I agree. Thank you. But yeah, so I think biggest obstacle would probably be trying to make sure you balance everything and avoid wearing yourself too thin. I definitely haven't, but yeah, I see that being the biggest obstacle. No complaints though. I love it. It's worth it. Absolutely worth it.
How do you, this is a sidebar question here. So
Okay.
you talked about, not spreading yourself too thin. How do you avoid that? I know that I myself, I struggle with that, and I've been struggling with it, especially lately. My content has slowed down a lot because of the fact that I work multiple jobs and do a lot of things. How do you avoid that burnout?
I think I avoid that because I don't know. I try to make sure I plan everything. I use the note section in my phone and I use my calendar as much as I can. I'm very strategic about what I write, when I use my time, because I also work. I'm an indie artist. I work, and yeah, I think that's how I avoid the burnout. Spreading it out, also being patient with myself, knowing that because I am one of the main ones handling the business as well as the creative side,
Hmm.
um, I got to give myself time for the different things that I need to do to accomplish my goal.
I know that's right. What's the
Yeah.
best thing about being independent?
Full creative control. I think that sometimes adding different elements to your process or to, I guess, your team could, I don't know, harm the creative process in a
It
sense.
gets too convoluted. It's too many
Yeah,
people. Like if you got a recipe and too many people put their hands on it, I mean, it's not gonna taste good because too many people have been involved.
yep,
And the process can be a lot more authentic with one, maybe two people in the kitchen.
yep.
I definitely feel you on that. What would be the worst thing about being independent?
The having to wear multiple hats.
Oh,
I think it takes a team, and I think you have to be very selective and strategic when selecting your team. I know for me, like I don't want people to just tell me yes, yes, yes. Like I want you to, and even like down to my engineer. Like while I was recording this project, like I'm already hard on myself,
hmm.
and I think like I feel like most artists are their own worst critic. Um, but yeah, just having people in your circle that are not gonna tell you yes, and
I
having a
feel you.
team. Yeah,
I feel you on that, definitely. Nobody wants a bunch of yes men around them. There's a time and a place for a yes man, but when you're creating and you put in, something out for the masses, I think that you definitely want people to be as honest with you as possible if they're part of your creative process. I feel it.
absolutely,
I feel it.
absolutely.
All right, so now we're gonna move officially to question 4.
Okay,
You ready?
I'm
So
ready.
we're gonna go ahead and talk about this single relationship goals. And
Okay,
y'all, if you have not seen, St. Germaine and I did a IG Live. By the time you guys watch this interview, the IG Live will have already aired, but you can definitely go back and catch it on my page. Talk to us about relationship goals and why this was the single that you went with. I love it. I love it so much. When we talked, I quoted lyrics for you. I told you like this is it's very real and relevant in 2021 in the age of social media. Why was that pressed on your heart to release this single?
I write based on my experience or things that I've seen others experience. So there was just a lot, and like even now you see different things, and you're like, oh man. So I think relationship goals is the perfect way to touch on um, how people perceive relationships and what they want to aim for without putting in the work.
Mm,
So, like just like
mm.
I don't know, like I feel like you can't want a relationship or want to be relationship goals based on what you see on social media for one, but two,
Mm-hmm.
without knowing yourself and knowing what you bring to the table and actually um, reciprocating what your partner or your significant other is providing either. Like, so yeah, I felt like it was needed. And then on top of that, I feel like it's really catchy. It's a nice little bop. So,
Everybody wanna be relationship
hey,
goals.
I appreciate that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's dope, man. You got a hit on your hands, and I think a lot of people gonna feel it. So, what are some of your relationship goals?
Ooh, um,
You weren't ready for that.
I was not ready for that. You put me on the spot.
The
That was
wine brought that one out of me.
tough. Um, I think I just want loyalty, trust, great communication, consistency, those types of things. Those are my goals. I want to build. Like we can have our own things, but when we come together, it's building even more. Like I don't want to have to pull somebody up. I don't want a label on my head to say hiring struggles and or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So like like you come with yourself together, I'm coming with myself together. Um and yeah,
And we're
let's
gonna
continue to
establish
build.
some shit from there.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that, man. I think that that's ultimately what everybody's goals should be. Um, to be equally yoked and
Yeah.
then build together based off of you coming into it, not needing somebody to complete you, but wanting somebody to better you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And so, from your experience, and maybe you can even talk about some of the reaction to this song. From your experience, what do you see based off social media that that you feel like really connects with this song, and what has the feedback been? Have people been like, "Oh, you just a hater, you just out here just being salty," or have people really felt it?
Yeah, they've really felt it, and I've loved that a lot of people quote like you did, quoting lyrics and agreeing with the different things that I put in the song. This song actually came from a conversation with my brothers, like just different things that they've experienced in relationships, same as me. Um, and yeah, it's been all great feedback. I'm sure. I skipped a part of your question. What you said,
No,
what was
you
the
hit it.
feedback?
You
And you
talked
said
about
something else.
you honestly you hit it. I talked about kind of what you've seen and what you've experienced that kind of has also led to creating the song. But you talked about it, like with your
Okay.
brothers having those
Okay.
conversations. You
Yeah,
on
and
it? You
then
ain't even look. You ain't
cool.
look. We on it. We
And
good.
I'm like, yeah, I actually just saw recently like the whole Megan Good thing with her husband,
Yo,
and I
isn't
was
that
like,
crazy how her and Devin Franklin, they were together for 9 years. I thought that they were the perfect match. And that's just
hey,
so wild to think that, you know, well, nah, I don't say that because my parents were married for 18 years before they divorced.
oh wow, 18 years, that's amazing though.
Yeah, and so I tell them now to this day, like because my mom is still single, my dad is a player, but
Oh,
I'll tell my mom, like you gonna find somebody else, but until then, enjoy the fact that you had 18 years with somebody because there's some people that
yeah,
don't even have that. Um,
no,
but I digress, yeah, and I mean people would have looked at them and thought relationship goals, 18 years, almost 20, but
definitely.
never know what's going on because social media is the highlight reel and people compare the
Man,
highlight reel to their behind the scenes. So you can't compare your behind the scenes life to somebody else's highlight reel, which is what
nope.
they putting out there. That's the best parts of them. That's
Yep.
the publicized image. And so, those relationship goals, really, like, it's your goal to be fake, to put out an image that people are gonna perceive as perfect.
Yep, that's true. That is very true. And I think that's why I mentioned, like, when you asked me that question, what people see on social media, like,
Mm.
even outside of relationships, like, just, oh, you got this type of house, or you got this car, or you're doing this, or you're wearing this, or you're getting endorsed by this. Everybody's journey is different. You have to appreciate your process and your journey, um, and aim for your goals and continue to work towards them, but don't beat yourself up or don't go in debt trying to please somebody or do something that is above your means or like that you shouldn't be trying to do. So yeah, yeah,
I love it,
man.
man.
Social media,
Social media. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse.
ain't it?
And y'all, if you want to hear St. Germaine and I talk a little bit more about social media and relationship goals, you got to go back and check that IG Live. You can go to my page, Instagram, Cortez Mac TV, CortezMack TV, and go check out that live. It's going to be, I promise you, it's going to be monumental, life changing. You're going to get so much up out of it. I had a great time talking to you as always, man. But let's go into this final question. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We talked about goals and we talked about accomplishing things and we talked about journeys. So I want to kind of bring all of that together and ask you where, I guess this is going to be a two-part question, and it's hard for me to kind of break it up, so I might just make it two questions because it's my show
Okay,
and I can do what I want to do. So,
true.
first question, what has been the most valuable part of your journey and what has it taught you thus far, like as an artist?
I think the most valuable thing that I've learned is that things happen when they need to. This is the first song I put out in almost 10 years. Um,
Why so long?
and life, life, you know, moving, working, trying to make sure I'm still financially stable, handling my business, adulting,
Yeah,
um,
that's what we call it.
relationships. Yeah, like some things were life, some things were distractions, some things were lessons, all things were lessons, to be honest. Um,
Yeah.
so, uh, so yeah, and then like losing my sister passed away in
Oh
2018. My
no.
grandmother passed away this past July. And I had posted something, and I don't talk about family and stuff too much because social media is like the wild wild west.
Mhm.
And
The
I'm
ghetto.
I'm a little bit of a recluse. You hear about me through my music. That's my way of sharing. That's my therapy. Um, but yeah, like I was getting back to a happy place and starting to record back in April. And then my grandmother passed away in July, and I was like,
Mm.
man, as soon as I get back to like somewhat of a happy place, I'll lose another piece of me. But from doing that, and like she heard some of the songs that I recorded that'll be coming out, including Relationship Goals. And she's always been like my number one supporter. I was like, I can't take another break. I can't let this like steer me away from what I've come back to because I've come so far. Um, but yeah, man, that's the biggest lesson is things happen when they need to. Everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand it. Um, and you gotta be resilient. You gotta keep going. So yeah,
I want you to keep going and make your grandma and your sister proud. I know that they are looking down on you and definitely just covering every step that you take, every move that you
thank you.
make, and you know that you got two guardian angels up there, just making sure that you good every step of the way. So
I agree.
sorry for your
Thank you.
loss, man, but definitely I know that they still rooting for you, just in a different way, and they just moved into a different space in your life.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Let's move into the final question now. All
All
right.
right,
So
Joe.
where do we go from here? What you got lined up?
So I have an entire project coming out in January. I am still deciding on the date. Um, but it'll be out in January, so stay
Okay.
tuned. Um, so yeah, I'm so excited about this project.
What's the name of the project? Can we know?
Um,
If not, it's
you
okay.
you can know. and I'll tell everybody else later.
I mean, well, if you tell me now, okay, so that means we ain't gonna say it on the show then. Okay, okay,
You
okay.
can't say it on the show.
Give us a hint. What did it
Um,
start with?
W. So it could be
Winning
for win.
season.
It could, yeah. See, there we go. Come on, Capricorn, thinking alike.
You said, look, January. Bring it out in early January so Capricorns can vibe with it. We're gonna
I,
vibe with it either way. But I mean,
it's definitely coming out during Capricorn season. I
hey,
will say
okay.
that.
All right, bet, bet. I can't wait. So relationship goals is the single. Where can people go ahead and pursue that now? It's on all streaming platforms.
Absolutely. On all streaming platforms, you can find the video on YouTube, St. Germaine Relationship Goals. Type that in. You can find the link on my social media page on IG, as well at St. Germaine Music. So STGERMAINE Music. And yeah, I'm excited for y'all to check it out. Send me, what y'all think. Cortez, you continue to sing them lyrics for me. I appreciate it. But yeah, on all streaming platforms.
That's what's up. And before we get out of here, and you already just you look, you a professional. You just told the people where to go to find you. So I ain't even gotta
Hey,
ask you. So now we can end with a game. We're gonna play One Gotta Go. You ready?
okay,
My favorite game. I love it.
I'm
It's
ready.
how I end my episodes, my interviews. So we talked about you having aspirations to go into acting one day,
Okay,
but music being your first love, and that's gonna always be a part of your identity. So I'm gonna give you four artists who have also dabbled in film, and
okay.
one gotta go.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
All right. So I'm gonna give you Brandy because you already brought her up. I'm
okay.
gonna give you Chris Brown. You know he has Stomp the Yard and Takers and This Christmas. I'm gonna give you an unexpected choice. No, no, no. I'm gonna leave her out because I don't want. I was gonna include Sierra, but I would be upset if you said she had to go. So we just gonna leave her out because I love
Okay.
Sierra. So
I
we'll
did.
go with we'll go with Brandy. We'll go with Chris Brown. I'm gonna throw Beyonce in there because you know that she's the main one who we look at as going in the film and making it do what it do. And then I'm gonna also give you Aaliyah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your four. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you five today. Your number five is gonna be Usher.
Okay. So
They've
one
all
has to
had
go.
success, so you got one to get rid of.
One has to go based on on movies, right? Not music.
Based off your criteria. So I just gave you artists who have also done film.
Okay. So based on film, like their music can't go anywhere. Or do we have to get rid of the whole artist?
You got to get rid of the whole individual.
Oh,
The whole
oh,
individual.
oh. Well, we know Brandy's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy is here to stay. She's not going anywhere. Okay, you said Brandy, Chris Brown,
Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Aaliyah, and Usher.
Oh, that is so hard. Okay, Cortez, you about to have me losing people before I gain people.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
so look, I'm gonna say, and I absolutely love this person, and they're Capricorn too. I'm gonna say Aaliyah,
okay.
only because that sounds so bad, but we're still getting more music from the other people. So
I
we'll
get
say
it.
Aaliyah and let her rest in power. I absolutely love Aaliyah.
Absolutely. She's a legend. We love her.
Yes.
I mean,
So
it's a game. It's all in
yeah.
good fun. Ain't nobody gonna if anybody if you lose anybody for that answer, they wasn't for you anyway. That's how
Hey,
we gonna look at that. Yeah. Did
true.
you listen to Aaliyah and the Weekends
I
project?
didn't get to hear it. I saw it like it came up as a sponsored ad on Instagram. I need to
Yeah.
actually go listen to it. Um, I'm actually surprised that that
That
happened.
I know. Cause they are so protective of her, like, and so to see I was surprised when she did the song with Chris Brown years ago.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
to have this with the weekend, I'm like, wow, that's really big for him. Like, I know that that
Yes.
is a big. I know that he felt so privileged and honored to have that opportunity. So, go check it out.
Mhm.
Let me know what you think. I'm gonna reach back out to you, and I want to know your thoughts.
Okay, I will. I'm actually curious to know what like Missy Elliott and Timberland think. of the song
Oh,
or
I'll let you
of
know when
them.
they be on here. You know, Missy and Timberland scheduled for next week.
Ah, yes.
I can manifest. I can manifest it one day. One day
Manifest.
that's gonna be me making an actual statement.
I think that's true. I love Missy too. Like influence wise, like she's one of my biggest as well. I love Missy.
One of my top five artists of all time. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I love Missy so much. Just such an innovator, for real.
Yes,
For
she
real.
is. Yep.
Whew. Well, with that, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. Look at us sidebarring into Missy Love.
Yes.
We got good taste, I could tell. We have some things in common, man. And I really
Yes.
appreciated you sitting down with me and talking today. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching. Once again, tell the people where they can find you on social media, sir.
So you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at St Germaine Music, STGERMAINE Music, and I'm also on YouTube at St Germaine Music. And yeah, connect with me. Hit me up.
Hit him up. Look his music up, y'all. He is dope. Y'all are dope for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. It's Cortez Mac TV. Let's go.
Thank you.
Y'all, it's your boy Cortez Mac. I just want to say thank you for supporting me. I hope that you subscribe to my videos. If not, do it now so that you can get all my heat when it drops. Turn your notifications on too so that when I drop my weekly content, you're going to be the first to know. I love you. Bye.